I think, break my heart the way that it happens, just like that glass. So don't do that. Yeah, I know right now I touched on a lot going here and there. And as I mentioned, I'm never going to speak for somebody else because I've heard of some horrible, horrible stories of what people have done to one another in the name of being in a relationship and trying to build something with someone. I have experienced this from family members, friends, colleagues, okay, acquaintances, I won't say much because why the fuck would an acquaintance, open up to me? So, don't know anything about acquaintances, but when it comes to friends, and then there are obviously, those close friends who share some of their stories with you, and you are like, damn. At that point in time, I was thinking, wow, I am one lucky person. Bengithi angazi. Let me rather put it that way. Bengithi angazi. I should have said that I don't know. But at the same time, as I said, I'm not gonna make myself to sound like a saint and make as if there was never one of those opportunities or times when I was like, please come here, and also stepped out. Yeah, I kind of did. But this is on the back of everything that happened. So, yeah, not proud of it. But it was one of those things that, once again, I'm a person who tries out everything without I won't knock something down without trying it first. So yeah, I was like, okay, let's see what happens if I do this. Wasn't for me, honestly, wasn't. So I'm not that person. But one thing that I do know right now is that I'm not going back to my ex, and I'm not gonna do anything. Everybody is always on some block, 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 out of sight, out of mind. Ela, that person blocked me everywhere. Now me, I was like, yeah, you know what, fuck it. At least you're saving me the trouble. Oh, but lekati afuna kungifonela when she wanted to get a hold of me. And I always say it was quite interesting because on the day that she tried to get a hold of me, I was hammered and I did not see the phone calls or the texts. I only saw them the next day, ignored them the whole day, and then somebody calls, or was it I? I can't remember. But yeah, now that's a story for another day. Moral of this story though, don't go back to your ex. Don't. Especially if that ex of yours slept with someone else or some more than one person. Because yeah, we know there's some people like that. Guys tend to be those douchebags. The more the merrier. No, you dumb fuck. You don't understand what you are doing to yourself. You don't understand what you're doing to your soul, to your spirit, to your being. What are you inviting into your life? And the thing that they don't understand is that if you have a partner who's waiting for you at home and you go out in the streets and you is banging left, right, and center, and I'm not just talking about guys. Ladies can also bang, okay? Ladies nabo are the ones who are on some, you know what, fuck this. I need some sex. I need some dick. I am gonna get myself some dick. I have listened to some ladies speak that way. And for me, I like a woman who's sexually liberated like that, who doesn't need a guy to be the one who initiates shit. If she wants something done, she gets it done. And this is how I know about, even my former person. Nah, yevele, you know what? The effort that she put in, yeah, it just goes to show, vele ukuthi, Mzala, Calvin, if I'm ever gonna be that stupid again, if I'm ever gonna want to die, literally die, if I want to give up on myself, if I want to give up on all of this potential that I have, if I want to give up on my dreams that I started many, many years ago, I will go back there because this person willingly, knowingly, freely was there on many, many, many occasions. Too many to count. Beyonce, you know what? Screw that guy who's sitting at home looking after my child. I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna let this guy ravish me from Cape to Cairo, from here to Timbuktu, and every other fucking thing possible under this earth. And then I'm just gonna go back home and be on some, let me just give him some sympathy sex. Oh, Marashem, look at him. Uhleli gona Hashem. That's how I looked at myself in the first week or so when I sat down and I was just dissecting everything and I was breaking everything down, after just putting pieces together and because that person didn't feel the need to tell me anything, to give me any information. Not that I deserved it, not that she had any obligations to. No, she didn't. She didn't owe me anything because let's remember that was her thing. It wasn't mine. But the fucked up thing about it is that obviously it will involve me because here we are still also getting intimate together and mara yena akanandaba lokukutshela ukuthi but listen, a couple of hours ago or maybe an hour ago I was with another man, yabo, and me and this other man have stopped using protection. Who knows even if they started using protection because I was like, this girl thinks I'm a fucking idiot because that first ever time she was on some condom burst, and I was like, okay, let me be that idiot and believe her. And then this time around says the same shit, and I'm like, wow, please insult my intelligence some more. Please insult my intelligence just a little bit more. Oh, but anyway, I'm good. This bad boy right here. This bad boy. Where am I? The book of Isaiah, chapter 9, verse 1. Nevertheless, the gloom will not be upon her who is distressed, as when at first he lightly esteemed the land of Zebulun and the land of Naphtali, and afterwards more heavily oppressed her by the way of the sea beyond the Jordan in Galilee of the Gentiles. The people who walked in darkness have seen a great light. Those who dwelt in the land of the shadow of death, upon them a light has shined. You have multiplied the nation and increased its joy. They rejoice before you according to the joy of harvest, as men rejoice when they divide the spoil. For you have broken the yoke of his burden and the staff of his shoulder, the rod of his oppressor, as in the day of Midian. For every warrior sandal from the noisy battle and garments rolled in blood will be used for burning and fuel of fire. there's a different way that I understand the scripture. And I won't get into it that much, but it speaks to me so much. And then before the book of Isaiah, I was reading the book of Ecclesiastes. Yes, I remember my friend telling me that. Is one of them that I read that really, really also touched me comes from the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 9, verse 11, where he says, I returned and saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, nor bread to the wise, nor riches to men of understanding, nor favor to men of skill, but time and chance happen to them all. For man also does not know his time. Like fish taken in a cruel net, like birds caught in a snare, so the sons of men are snared in an evil time when it falls suddenly upon them. The wisdom I have also seen under the sun, and it seemed great to me. There was a little city with few men in it, and a great king came against it, besieged it, and built great snares around it. Now there was a sound in it a poor wise man, and he by his wisdom delivered the city. Yet no one remembered that same poor man. Poor man. And then I said, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised. All his words are not heard. Words of the wise spoken quietly should be heard, rather than the shouts of a ruler of fools. Wisdom is better than weapons of war, but one sinner destroys much good. I have my own way of understanding this, and it speaks to me. And thanks to the guidance, and the wisdom and the strength that I get each and every single day because of this here golden rule book that was handed to us by the Almighty and has been tried to be taught to us in so many ways through the grace of Jesus. Sometimes we tend to forget what our purpose is on life, and we tend to focus on people to find our happiness, to find our joy, to find our purpose, and think that we will find it with man or woman. But I mean the same thing with human beings. No, you won't. Trust in your Lord. Trust in your God. And with whatever is going on in your life, He'll get you through it. You have all the tools that you need through running towards God and not away from Him. Run towards Him. His arms are wide open every single day of your life. He is there for you. And that's how I like to end this one. If it wasn't for my God, if it wasn't for me deciding to take my power back and knowing where my power, my source of strength comes from, luckily having not forgotten where it comes from, and having awesome, great friends, great people around me to remind me each and every single day that, Calvin, you have the potential. You have all that it needs, all that you need to succeed in this life. Just remember, apply yourself. Remember your roots. Remember where you come from. And I come from a family that trusts in the Lord, that puts this book as the rule book of the house of the household, of the family, of our lives. Thank you so much. All I'm going to say is love yourself each and every day. Love your God with all of your heart, all of your mind, and all of your soul. And please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell everybody, and let's grow this. Let's have the conversations, those inward conversations, those deep conversations. Let's not talk about things that we cannot change. I can't change the economy. I can't change the health system of our country. I can't change the unemployment. I can't change the way the world works. But the one thing that I can change is how I live my life. And we all have stories to share. We all have something to add in and add on and be an asset to society instead of a liability. Live your life to the fullest. Love yourself before expecting the next person to love you. And I'll catch you again next time. My name is Calvin, that radio guy Mlambo. Thank you so much for indulging me. And once again, don't go back to your ex. Don't go back. Don't give them a chance. Do not. Bad idea. And exes, stay away from us. We're trying our best to move on, man. You already did enough damage. So right now, give us the space to heal, okay? You did enough. If you're gonna go and do that to somebody else's child, hey, I guess maybe that's what you're on about. But it really, really sucks when you end the relationship, when you end up breaking and destroying the person that you claim to love. Stop doing that and leave us the fuck alone. Cheers.